Hello, welcome to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is the Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, and NXT reviews. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This gentleman to my right is the Italian stallion of this basement, Joe Venuto.
This is Monday Night Raw reviews, SmackDown Live 205 Live, and NXT reviews. The Universal Championship picture became clear on Monday, thanks to a major announcement regarding Brock Lesnar's availability for the upcoming SummerSlam pay-per-view and the first of two of three matches to determine his own contender. Bobby Lashley, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Elijah McIntyre, Finn Balor all had the opportunity to cash their own tickets to next week's show, but only two were successful. And throwing an impromptu match with Dolph Ziggler, an unexpected appearance from Ronda, a huge announcement regarding her SummerSlam plans. And you had noteworthy broadcasts overall. Start things off with the rotation promo of all the contenders.
Yeah.
For Lesnar and Paul Heyman.
Exactly. I thought it was a good promo. Yeah, you can usually chalk up to uncreative, creative for the opening promo, and you can usually give that one that too. But I did enjoy Paul Heyman and Kurt Angle stuff. Kurt actually seems like he's not lost in the current day product. I liked his stuff with him and Heyman. I always love Heyman stuff. And the uncreative part of it came down to literally just Brock's potential contenders literally just walked out and said they wanted to be Universal Champion or what have you. Kind of uncreative. They could have literally just gotten past that by having Angle say, well, I have quite a few people in mind, and then just listed people or so. Yeah. And then just announced triple threats. I think they could have gotten past it easily, but they seem to just want to throw people in their opening segment, just make it longer and a lot more unneeded than it should be.
Yeah, sure, it's not a convoluted promo segment. That's not two big matches, but at least introduce new blood to the title picture, including Elijah McIntyre. Yeah. So it wasn't forgiven, or most of it is at least. It was a little segment that could have slid a shave on 5-10 minutes, and more Heyman. But yes, for what it was, there were many worse and more predictable in-ring promos that kick off Bruce episodes of WWE television.
Pretty much anything with Stephanie in it, or Kurt Angle mumbling over his words.
Open contest, Roman Reigns defeated Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor to move on to the next week's show.
On Raw, this was my favorite match. I thought this was the stronger of the triple threat matches, and I think it was the strongest match on Raw. Obviously, it's predictable ending, and LOL, Roman wins. But I think this is the performance we haven't actually seen Roman in a singles match for a long time. And it seemed like everyone was truly invested in very high energy, and it was the best match on Raw for me.
Yeah, it was my favorite match on Raw too. The finish was not all smooth, though, with the Claymore, and then Finn was wandering around the ring for a moment. Then he went into the ropes, then he got speared. But the action...
He was like in a 5-minute finish in from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the action that preceded was fantastic and representative of the three Northern Town stars on the brain. And Roman bled the hard way, unintentionally playing over the Royal Physicality match. Drew looked like a beast, and Finn emerged in the bout looking the best of the three, though. Coming 1 second away from Pam Roman had not been for the third man in the contest.
Yeah.
It is a testament to the booking, not something I always say on Mondays, and the performance of the three superstars involved and then Code 1, and been credible enough to move on to next week's number one contenders bout, either the wrong person did win.
Although, tell me you didn't see it coming.
Oh, no, I see it coming. It was a great start to Monday Night Show, though, which felt more noteworthy and significant than any last month's broadcast. Up next, I was going to defeat Bobby Roode.
I was actually confused by the booking of this match. The match was fine itself. For Bobby and Dolph together, it's probably their best match together.
Yeah.
They had a series on SmackDown last year, and this is clearly their strongest outing. But I was a little confused by it. They literally had Bobby come out saying that he wants to be contender for the Intercontinental title, and then he loses clean to Dolph Ziggler. They could have had Dolph Ziggler run away by countout because Dolph is lacking an opponent now. Seth lost his rematch,
Right.
so I'm not necessarily sure he deserves a rematch for another match for the Intercontinental title. It'll be good, don't get me wrong, but kayfabe-wise, he doesn't really deserve it. And Dolph really needs a new contender, so I'm not sure having Bobby lose again 2 weeks in a row. He's lost clean.
Yeah.
But losing to this match against Dolph, I'm not sure how that's a good decision, but it was a good match though.
Yeah, the heat for this one's very non-existent, but on the heels of a fantastic opener and with Bobby, who has been nothing for weeks, it's not difficult to see why. The action was solid enough, the transitions were strong, but no one really bought Bobby as a threat to win the match. That is probably one of the biggest indictments of the reigning team, given how incredibly good the guy is. A strong, clean victory for Dolph, though. That's just silenced some crews who claim he can only pick up the win when Drew interferes on his behalf. If not for that, this probably struggled to be decent. No. Up next, Mojo Rawley defeated Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, you kind of knew what was coming. I really do like Tyler Breeze, and I think he should get a little bit more. But yeah, Mojo wins pretty quickly, it seemed. I kind of only half paid attention to the match. Not anything else caught my attention. Just I half paid attention to the match.
This was meant to showcase a new aggressive and intense-eye Mojo, and it's to see it attribute to the fact that Tyler is a better worker than Noah Jose.
Yes.
And has a history of making opponents look good. Okay. Up next, Alicia Fox and Dana Brooke defeat Bayley and Sasha.
Oh God. Yeah, we're getting to the Sasha and Bayley stuff this week. After teasing them, then putting them in therapy to settle their differences. And tonight, so far before this match, Kurt says that if Bayley and Sasha can't get along, even though Bayley says their therapy has them working together, that if they can't get along, that one of them's going to have to ship off to SmackDown.
Right. Which Billy was very upset about.
Yes. Because one of them will be booked somewhat decently. They'll get a new opponent with momentum. But getting to the match, literally what I remember of it is Dana took a bump. Pretty hard one too, like a flat back bump straight onto the mats on the outside. It actually looked like it hurt her ass. And then the ending of the match would be Bayley's getting beaten up outside, and Sasha just goes nuts on Alicia and Dana. And then gets the DQ. However, probably the more odd and noteworthy thing comes afterwards when they're backstage. My Hulu, for some reason, skipped back to that promo twice. Where yeah, it went on a little afterwards, like a half hour, but for some reason it skipped straight back to this one. I don't know why. But Sasha, Bayley tried to, I guess, I don't know what the hell she was doing. She was trying to talk to Sasha, and Sasha admitted that she loves her. That she's the only one that would be able to take her, fight her like that or whatever. Actually, that would have been a better story than what happened, but it's like, no, we have our differences, but I still love you. I always have and I always will. There were a little bit of lesbian tones. I'm pretty sure that wasn't planned, but by the way Sasha was talking, it seemed like she was trying to get those guts from Bayley. The whole thing was just really confusing. If they wanted, I think the whole thing probably would have been better if Sasha turned heel and just, I don't know, beat the shit out of Bayley.
Yeah.
And then Bayley going, no, she's not getting shipped off. I want a match with her, or something like that. But no, we get, I love you and I always will.
Yeah. Oh, they'll you may be able to beat me up, but I could beat you up. but I'm not going to stand around and let somebody else beat you up.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
I love you, Bailey.
Well,
and
yeah,
I
I always will. That's all it was. It's just like Bailey and Sasha get the hell
Still
out.
a better love story than Twilight, though.
Just like Bailey and Sasha get the hell out of each other in matches every week.
Yes.
That's a much more welcomable turn than the nonsense we have to endure out of the
Even if you don't want to turn one of them heel, just two faces that don't like each other.
Forget the therapy, forget first from Kurt Angle about getting along, just let them have a feud so fans can witness the awesomeness that is Bailey versus Sasha and force them into vignettes are all too often exposed for weaknesses. And if you must book these swerve angles, at least have the matches make sense, which this did not.
Braun Strowman captures Kevin Owens in a porta potty and throws him off the stage. At the pay-per-view, he literally flings him off the top of the steel cage. Doesn't care about losing. He just throws him the fuck off. Doesn't need therapy, but these chicks fight backstage.
Therapy.
Those chicks need therapy.
Up next, the B team defeat the Ascension. Okay.
The B team wins again. The tag team champions pick up a much needed winner of the Ascension.
Yeah, much needed winner of the Ascension.
Yeah.
That's the sentence. The match is nothing special. The fans did not care, and the reaction for the upcoming rematch on Monday between the Deleted Worlds and the new champions was nowhere near what management had expected. The whole thing came across flat, as has the show, in the wake of the open triple threat match.
Yes.
Fair. The Dolph and Bobby was the babe after that. Up next, Alexa, Mickey, Angle, Corbin, Ronda.
Yeah. Probably another odd setup. Well, not really an odd setup. Probably more like an odd ending. Although it's probably the best one of the better promos Angle's done since he's been GM.
Yeah.
Pretty much Alexa comes out and gloats that she's still the women's champion. With Mickey looking amazing by her side. I'd still hit it. I don't think there would be a straight man that wouldn't.
Or lesbian.
Or lesbian.
Or gay man.
Yeah. Or pansexual. We're all inclusive here in the basement.
And
I don't think he knows what that means, but...
Or not racist.
Yes. Well, anyway, Mickey
We'll be
looked
right back.
damn good.